Hey, this is Craig Rigsby from Prana Mountain, and I'm here with part 3 of how to reboot your immune system. And if you've already seen the first 2 videos, you know that this was really sparked by the coronavirus. But you can use this process just to build your vitality in general. You can use it during cold and flu season, late fall into the winter. But I highly recommend you start doing these processes now. Even if you just did a little bit each day, a little bit of the breathing, a little tapping if you feel any kind of fear or anything like that coming up, or any stress. You just want to keep your stress level low. Do a little breathing, maybe in the morning you do some breathing, maybe at night you do this bone marrow breathing that we're going to do right now. So this whole process is geared toward bringing wherever we put our intention, our mental focus is where energy goes in our body. This is scientific. So in this process, we're going to be drawing energy into the bones, using our mind, using visualization, and then also using our physicality to squeeze the bone with our musculature. And that's going to activate the marrow even more. So my dog is over in the corner. Come here, Koa. Okay, so she's mellowing out now. So what we're going to do is you're going to imagine that you've got like a white mist. This is the way Mantak Chia teaches it. There's other lineages that may teach it subtle, a little bit different, but this is Chi Gong, which is the art of working with energy. So you're going to imagine that you're inhaling through your fingertips or even through your palms, and you're going to imagine that with each inhalation you draw this white mist, this cleansing white mist up into your bones. And the way it's traditionally taught, at least in the lineage that I've come to know well, you start with your hands and then you go out. Then you go up to your elbows, then you go out. Then you go up to your shoulder, you go out. Then you come into the ribs and then you breathe out. And each time you inhale, you draw in that white mist. Each time you exhale, you can imagine toxins or funky stuff, dark cloudiness going out. And so you just work your way from your hands. From your hands, you're going to do the whole upper body all the way into your cranium and into the facial structure. Then you're going to shift your focus to your toes, and you're going to draw in through the toes and do the same approach up through the hips, then up into the spine. And each time you do this, it's sort of like a vacuum. So right now it's kind of heady because I'm explaining it, but once you get it, you'll just do this thing and it's easy. But there's a kind of a trip that you're going to do with your solar plexus, your low abdomen, and your root. And you're going to basically, each time you inhale, you're going to draw those in and make them tight. And at the same time, you're going to constrict the musculature around the bones. So as you draw in, it's like everything's packing into the bones. So you're feeling the bones get a massage. And bones are actually, they're hard, but they're soft too. They're soft tissue, so you can massage them with your musculature. And this is how we get the bone marrow activated physically, and then we're activating it mentally with the white mist. So it's almost like a vacuum cleaner. When you draw in, and you're pulling that white mist in, and then you're exhaling it. And once you do this a little bit with your upper body, you might notice that there's a differential between the upper body and the lower body. Like your upper body feels like, yeah, supercharged, and your low body's gonna be like, hey, what about me? So make sure that you do both. It's always good to do the upper body because the upper body consists of what we call the Zheng Qi. The Zheng Qi is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right if you are fluent in Chinese. The Zheng Qi is, they call it the chest chi, or it's a big part of your immune system. So your lungs are like your main immune defender from Chinese medicine standpoint. So we want to activate that Zheng Qi. So when we bring all that white mist into the chest, we're doing that. So here we go. We'll do a little bit of, I'll guide you through it, and then you can take off on your own. All right? Here we go. So just bring your fingers out like so. I'm going to stand back just a little bit. And it's almost like you're sucking from in front of you the white mist in, and you're going to see those bones and inhale the white mist. You can close your eyes if you want to once you get the hang of it, and just draw that white mist in with a nice in-breath into the hands, and then out the hands. See whatever you want coming out and drifting away. And then you're going to inhale up to the forearms. And then exhale. And then you're going to inhale to the shoulders. And exhale. Each time you're sucking in that root and your abdomen. Okay? Now draw it into your ribs. Feel your ribs get lit up. All of this is gripping in a little bit. Just a nice light constriction all in your chest, around your back body. Exhaling. Now draw it in all the way up into your cranium and into the facial structure. Exhale. One more, whole upper body. And out. And now just close your eyes for a minute and notice if you do feel a difference between the upper body and the lower body. So I'll usually do this a little bit longer, but for the purposes of the video, we'll just do that right now. Now bring your attention down to your feet. And if you're sitting in a chair, that's kind of cool too. You can kind of put your feet out like so and draw in through the toes, but you don't have to do that. I like to sit on a rock sometimes outside and just have my feet like resting on the ground with the toes up, just so they're a little more energized. But you can do it standing too. Just lift your toes slightly, and then you're going to keep your hands in the same kind of position, because it's sort of like you're just acting like a vacuum cleaner. And then you're going to suck in through the toes, up through the feet, and out. Then up to the knees. And out. Then up to the hips. And out. Then up the spine. And out. One more, whole lower body up through the top of the spine. And out. Now you're going to do, this is kind of the capper for the whole thing. You're going to do hands and feet, same time, whole body energized, okay? And then this time, instead of letting it out, you're going to do kind of a double breath. So just follow me and I'll show you what you're going to do. Inhale. And then one more inhale. And then pull. It's almost like you have a bubble under your hands. Draw it down as you exhale down into your abdomen. Good. One more of those. Squeezing everything in. Inhale again. Draw it down. Feel all that work gather in your belly. whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it's a pearl in your abdomen or a ball of light. Feel like you're gathering all of that chi, all of that vital energy. And I have my hands on my belly right now. You can't probably see it. And I'm just holding that chi in my belly and focusing all my attention there. And then bring a little smile to the corners of your lips. You always want to do these practices with a little smile happening. And tune into your bones. You might even notice your bones pulsating. And just hang out here for as long as feels good, or you can go back and repeat the process. Like I said, I usually do this a little bit longer, but also it's detoxifying, so you want to take it slow. So don't try to go big on your first time and do it for an hour. That it might not bode well for you. So start slow, just like everything. The turtle wins the race. So you don't want to push the throttle on any of these practices that we've done in this Immune Reboot series. Just ease your way in, build it up over time, and see how you feel after a month or so of doing this stuff regularly. I think you'll be surprised at how good you feel. All right, I'm Craig, and I'll see you next time.